Today, we're delving into a subject that's both fascinating and controversial: luxury prisons. While prisons are typically associated with punishment and deprivation, there exists a select group of facilities worldwide that challenge this notion. In this video, we'll embark on a journey to explore luxury prisons around the world, a comparative study. Five, the JVA Fuhlsbüttel Prison, Germany. Now let's shift our focus to JVA Fuhlsbüttel in Germany. This prison boasts private cells, flat-screen TVs, and access to vocational training. Can such an approach lead to reduced recidivism rates? The facilities here are remarkable, but it's the emphasis on rehabilitation that makes the difference. Private cells. Unlike many other prisons where inmates share cells, JVA Fuhlsbüttel provides private cells for its residents. These cells are relatively spacious, allowing inmates a degree of privacy and personal space. Flat-screen TVs. In a departure from the stereotypical image of a prison cell, each cell in JVA Fuhlsbüttel is equipped with a flat-screen television. Inmates can access educational programs, news, and entertainment, which can be a valuable tool for rehabilitation. Vocational training. One of the standout features of the prison is its emphasis on vocational training. Inmates have the opportunity to acquire valuable skills that can help them secure employment upon their release. This approach aims to reduce recidivism by providing inmates with the tools they need to reintegrate into society successfully. Freedom of movement. JVA Fuhlsbüttel allows inmates a degree of freedom of movement within the facility. They can move around more freely, interact with other inmates, and engage in various activities. This approach is intended to foster a sense of responsibility and community among the prisoners. Pet ownership. Perhaps one of the most unique aspects of this prison is the opportunity for inmates to keep pets. Inmates can care for and be responsible for small animals like rabbits and guinea pigs. This initiative has been praised for providing inmates with a sense of companionship and responsibility. Rehabilitation focus. The primary philosophy behind JVA Fuhlsbüttel is the belief in rehabilitation over punitive measures. The prison aims to prepare inmates for their eventual reintegration into society by providing them with the skills and attitudes necessary for a law-abiding life. Criticism and debate. While JVA Fuhlsbüttel's approach to incarceration has received positive attention, it is not without its critics. Some argue that the comfortable conditions may not serve as a strong deterrent against criminal behavior. There is an ongoing debate about whether such an approach can effectively reduce recidivism rates in the long run. 4. The justice system with a difference. Our next stop is in Norway, a country that takes a unique approach to its justice system. In Norway, the philosophy is to rehabilitate rather than punish. One remarkable example is Halden Prison, often described as the most humane prison in the world. Halden Prison is designed to feel more like a college campus than a prison. Inmates have private cells with windows, modern amenities, and even access to a recording studio. The emphasis here is on education, therapy, and preparing prisoners for reintegration into society. The facility places a strong emphasis on providing inmates with the tools and support they need to reintegrate into society successfully. This includes educational programs, vocational training, and psychological counseling. Inmates at Halden Prison have private cells with ensuite bathrooms and a mini fridge. This level of privacy and comfort is unusual in many other correctional facilities. It is believed that providing private cells can contribute to a sense of personal responsibility and dignity among inmates. Halden offers a wide range of educational and vocational programs to inmates. These programs can help inmates acquire new skills and qualifications, increasing their chances of finding employment after release. Courses may include everything from carpentry and welding to academic subjects. The prison encourages cultural and recreational activities for inmates. There is a library, a gymnasium, and opportunities for sports and arts. These activities aim to promote mental well-being, reduce tension, and provide inmates with a sense of purpose during their incarceration. 3. Exclusivity behind bars, Otago Corrections Facility. Heading over to New Zealand, we discover the Otago Corrections Facility, which provides a stark contrast to the traditional notion of a prison. The Otago Corrections Facility boasts beautiful landscapes and fully equipped gym facilities. Inmates can take part in various activities like gardening and woodworking. But is this level of comfort truly a way to reform prisoners? The idea behind facilities like Otago is to create a more relaxed atmosphere and reduce violence. The philosophy is that if inmates are treated with respect, they are more likely to respond positively to rehabilitation programs. One of OCF's primary goals is to promote rehabilitation and reduce reoffending rates. The prison offers a wide range of programs and services aimed at addressing the underlying causes of criminal behavior. These programs include education, vocational training, addiction treatment, counseling, and support for mental health issues. Inmates at OCF have access to educational opportunities, including adult literacy and numeracy classes, secondary education, and vocational training programs. These programs are designed to equip inmates with the skills and knowledge they need to improve their prospects for employment upon release. OCF places an emphasis on restorative justice principles. This includes involving victims in the rehabilitation process when appropriate and encouraging inmates to take responsibility for their actions and make amends. The Otago Corrections Facility in New Zealand stands as an example of a modern and progressive correctional facility that prioritizes offender rehabilitation, community engagement, and environmental responsibility. Its approach aligns with New Zealand's focus on reducing reoffending rates and ensuring the successful reintegration of individuals into society after their time in prison. 2. The Nordic Model in Action. Bastøy Prison, Norway. Back in Norway, we explore another exceptional prison facility, Bastøy Prison, located on an island. It's an embodiment of the Nordic model, emphasizing rehabilitation and reintegration. At Bastøy, inmates have individual cabins, can work on the farm, and even have opportunities to fish and cook their own meals. But how does this unique approach affect recidivism rates? Bastøy Prison has one of the lowest recidivism rates in the world. It's a testament to the power of the Nordic model, showing that humane conditions can lead to better outcomes in the long run. Bastøy is a low-security prison, mainly housing inmates with sentences for non-violent crimes. The prison does not have traditional fences or high walls, reflecting the philosophy of trust and responsibility at the core of the Nordic model. Inmates at Bastøy are housed in small cottages or houses. This arrangement is significantly different from the cell blocks found in conventional prisons and contributes to a more homely atmosphere. A key aspect of Bastøy's philosophy is the emphasis on work and responsibilities. Inmates are expected to contribute to the running of the prison by engaging in various jobs and tasks. This includes farming, forestry, cooking, maintenance, and more. Inmates are paid for their work, which they can use for personal expenses or save for their release. Bastøy Prison offers a range of educational and vocational programs to inmates, allowing them to acquire new skills and qualifications. These programs aim to prepare inmates for life after their release, increasing their chances of finding employment and reintegrating successfully into society. Inmates have access to recreational facilities and activities, including sports, fishing, and opportunities for cultural and leisure pursuits. These activities promote physical and mental well-being, helping to reduce tension and conflict. Bastøy Island's natural environment plays a significant role in the prison's rehabilitation efforts. Inmates have the opportunity to connect with nature and engage in environmentally friendly practices. Bastøy Prison embraces restorative justice principles. Inmates are encouraged to take responsibility for their actions, participate in victim-offender dialogue when appropriate, and work toward making amends for their crimes. 1. Conclusion. As we've explored these luxury prisons around the world, it's evident that the concept of luxury in a correctional facility can be both a beacon of hope and a source of controversy. These institutions challenge our conventional ideas about punishment and rehabilitation, raising important questions about ethics, human rights, and the purpose of incarceration. In the case of luxury prisons, the question of whether comfort and rehabilitation can coexist remains unanswered. While these facilities provide inmates with opportunities for personal growth, skill development, and improved living conditions, they also raise ethical and practical concerns. Critics argue that such luxury may blur the lines between punishment and reward, potentially diminishing the deterrent effect of incarceration. Conversely, progressive models like those seen in Norway's Bastøy prison and Halden prison demonstrate that a strong focus on rehabilitation, education, and vocational training can yield positive results in terms of reduced recidivism. These facilities prioritize human dignity and personal development, challenging the traditional punitive approach to incarceration. Please subscribe to The Luxury World. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey through some of the most unique prisons worldwide.